So it goes with what Paul is saying. Paul is just pointing these things out, right? Jesus emptied himself. Jesus came down to the lowest status of society, right? A Nazarene, a Nazareth, right? Jesus of Nazareth, he was a carpenter. He could have came as a king, right? But he came as a carpenter. He emptied himself of these things, right? Because that's not what was important. I believe personally, this is my own personality, that he came through in a manger for a reason, so that no one could ever complain, and Satan will not be able to give a charge to the Father saying, you gave him everything, therefore he was obedient unto death. He can never say that, and we can never say that, because the Lord Jesus was sent forth into this world as a peasant, the lowest status of the Jewish people, Nazareth, right? Born in Bethlehem, in a manger with the animals, right? Facing all the major temptations of the world, right? And he was without sin. So he went through it all, right? He went through it all. So no one ever could complain to the Father that, why is my life hard? Why did I have to go to prison for 17 years? Why did I do this? And why did this happen? Well, I committed a crime. So that explains, but it also explains 1 Corinthians 1:26, why God chose me, right? Because I'm not the smartest person. I'm not, my background ain't royalty. People look down on me. People look at you see my police record, it's not good, right? But why? So God's hand came upon me as the grace, so that God gets the glory, not me, right? I'm not really smart at nothing. This is the only thing I'm good at. I work, I got a car, but like, what? I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not, all I know is this: God gave it to me. I asked for it. Boom, right? So, and therefore I cling to it, and I walk in that calling, right? So this is the study I got from this, right? My another question I got for you: where do you land in that order? Peter's always the first. He's the leader, right? Then it's James and John, I believe, right? James and John. Peter, right? Peter, Andrew, and James, right? And then John, right? So, who were the three that Jesus called to witness certain things? It was Peter, James, and John. These are the three Jerusalem council, which you read about in the book of Acts. When you hear that Paul went to the Jerusalem council, he went to the council, that's Peter, James, and John. Because Peter and James and John went up to the mountain of Transfiguration, went to the Jewish